friends! I wanted to share a special story with you. Today we're going to read Pete the Cat and the Train Trip. Wonder where Pete is going to go. Here's his train. There's Pete. Let's find out. This book was written by James Dean. Written by. That the person who draws the pictures? The person who writes the words. You guessed it. That's the person who writes the words. But this book is also illustrated by James Dean. Illustrated. What does that mean? You guessed it. The person who draws the pictures. So in this case, this story was written and illustrated by James Dean. Can't wait to find out about Pete's train trip. This is the front cover. This is the spine. This is the top. This is the bottom. That is the back. It's fun to know about the different parts of the book so that when we open the book, we can tell where we're looking at. Pete the cat is going to visit his grandma. He gets to ride on a train. Pete's mom buys 3 tickets. She gives 1 to Pete and 1 to his brother, Bob. I wonder what zone they're feeling in, getting ready to go see Grandma. I wonder if they're happy or sad. By the looks on Pete's face and his luggage, which is where you pack your stuff to take with you, looks happy to me. Pete looks up at the big board. Our train is leaving at 10 o'clock, he says. A train speeds by. That is a cargo train, Bob tells Pete. See right here, this big train with the big wide door on the side? It's called a cargo train. Pete's train has arrived. All aboard, calls the conductor. I can't wait to explore the train, says Pete. Mom finds 3 seats. I can't wait to see Grandma, says Bob. Looks like they were taking turns talking about what they were excited to do. The conductor comes to collect the tickets. Pete hands his over. I love trains, says Pete. I'll show you around, says the conductor. Wow, that was very polite of the conductor to give Pete a turn with the conductor's hat on. Pete follows the conductor from car to car as the floor rumbles under his feet. Pete's getting a turn walking through the different cars on the train. A car is often something that we drive, but when you think of a train, on a train, it's all the different cars. Wow, Pete says when they get to the caboose, we're going over a bridge. The caboose is the last car on a train. Pete sees his mom and Bob. They are at the snack bar. I got this for you, says Bob. That was very polite of Bob to bring Pete an apple. He was thinking of him while Pete was taking his turn as the conductor. Pete follows the conductor. He goes to the front of the train. Come in, says the engineer. Oh, looks like he's going to get a turn being the engineer. Wow, Pete says. The engineer shows him the engine. The engineer shows Pete the train's brakes. There is a tunnel up ahead. Wow, Pete's getting a turn in the engineer car. It was very nice of the engineer to take his time to show Pete that room and how all the controls on the control panel work. Everything is light again. Thanks for showing me around, says Pete. While going through the tunnel, Pete gets a turn to honk the horn. Toot toot. On his way back to his seat, Pete stops and makes new friends. They live in different towns and they are getting off at different stops. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 friends that Pete meets. Are they the same or different as Pete? Yeah, you guessed it. They're different. There's a chick, a chicken, and it looks like a mama cow or a daddy cow and a baby cow. Pete plays games. A little kid wears his hat. Pete sings a song. Oh, it looks like Pete gave him a turn. So it was his time to wear the hat. It was so polite of him. What a groovy ride, Pete says. We get off at the next stop, says Pete's mom. Toot toot! Pete looks out the window and he sees Grandma! Pete is the first one off the train. Pete's grandma gives him a big hug. Oh, it feels so good to hug Grandma. He's missed her. Yeah, kind of like us right now. We miss all of our family and our friends. We're hoping this pandemic is over real soon so we can go see our family and friends. Look at that. The conductor let Pete keep the hat. How polite and sweet and kind. Pete loves riding the train, but he loves his grandma even more. It looks like Pete took time to share the train with his grandma. He told her all about his train ride to visit her. Thanks for listening, friends. Have a great day.